A man walks into a barber shop with his dog and asks the barber for a haircut. The barber cuts the man's hair and then offers to trim the dog's fur for free. The man agrees, and the barber starts trimming the dog's fur. Suddenly, the dog jumps up and runs out of the shop. The man chases after the dog, but it disappears. The next day, the man returns to the barber shop and asks the barber if he's seen his dog. The barber says, "No, but I left your hair on the counter." A blind man decides to take up skydiving. He goes to the school and tells the instructor about his condition. The instructor assures him everything will be fine and gives him a parachute. The blind man jumps out of the plane, and after a while, he hears a loud scream. He pulls the cord, and the parachute opens. As he lands, he asks, "What was that scream?" The instructor replies, "Oh, that was the guy you landed on." A computer programmer is on his deathbed. His friends and family gather around him, crying. "Don't worry," he says. "I'm not afraid of death. I've just been moved to a new development environment." His friends and family look confused, and he adds, "It's not a bug. It's a feature." An elderly couple is celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. The wife says, "Remember how we used to sit on the porch, holding hands and talking?" The husband nods. She continues, "Let's do it again." So they sit on the porch, holding hands. The wife says, "Remember how we used to kiss?" The husband nods and leans in for a kiss. The wife says, "Remember how you used to nibble on my ear?" The husband gets up and walks inside. "Where are you going?" the wife asks. "To get my teeth," he replies. 3 golfers are playing around when they come across a genie. The genie offers to grant each of them one wish. The first golfer wishes for a hole-in-one on the next hole. Poof! He gets it. The second golfer wishes to be the best golfer in the world. Poof! He becomes the best. The third golfer wishes for a never-ending wallet. Poof! He gets it. As they're walking to the next hole, the genie whispers to the third golfer, "You could have wished for world peace, you know." The golfer replies, "Yeah, but have you seen the price of green fees lately?" A man is walking along the beach when he finds a bottle. He rubs it, and a genie appears. "You have 3 wishes," says the genie, "but whatever you wish for, your ex-wife will get double." "Okay," says the man. "First, I'd like $1 million. Granted. But your ex-wife gets $2 million. Second, I'd like a mansion on a private island. Granted. But your ex-wife gets 2. The man thinks for a while and then says, "For my final wish, I want you to beat me half to death." A man finds a frog in the woods. The frog says, "If you kiss me, I'll turn into a beautiful princess." The man puts the frog in his pocket and continues walking. The frog says again, "If you kiss me, I'll turn into a beautiful princess and stay with you for a week." The man takes the frog out, smiles at it, and puts it back in his pocket. The frog asks, "Why will you kiss me?" The man replies, "Look, I'm an engineer. I don't have time for a girlfriend, but a talking frog is pretty cool." A guy goes over to his friend's house and finds him talking into an old-fashioned clock. "What are you doing?" he asks. "I'm talking to the clock," his friend replies. "That's weird," says the guy. "Not at all," his friend says. "This clock is special. It tells you the time in a very unique way. Watch this." He lifts the clock and smashes it against the wall. Suddenly, a voice from the other side of the wall yells, "You idiot! It's 3 a.m. A man sees a sign in front of a house, "Talking dog for sale." He rings the bell and the owner tells him the dog is in the backyard. The man walks into the backyard and asks the dog, "Can you talk?" "Yep," the dog replies. "So, what's your story?" The dog looks up and says, "Well, I discovered my talent early and wanted to help the world. I joined the CIA and traveled all over the world, spying on politicians and gathering intelligence. After that, I worked undercover in airports, eavesdropping on suspicious characters. Then I became a therapy dog, helping kids and the elderly. Now I'm just taking it easy." Amazed, the man asks the owner how much he wants for the dog. $10, the owner says. $10? Why so cheap? The man asks. Because he's a liar. He didn't do any of that stuff. 3 engineers are discussing what type of engineer God might be. The first engineer says, "God must be a mechanical engineer. Look at the joints and muscles in the human body." The second engineer says, "No, God is an electrical engineer. Look at the nervous system and brain." The third engineer says, "God is definitely a civil engineer. Who else would put a waste disposal pipeline through a perfectly good recreational area?"